Hey, welcome in, friends. Well, when Lexingtonian Ralph A. Coldiron's daughter was born prematurely, he realized how important it was for Lexington to have a children's hospital.
And he made it his mission to fundraise money and support the Kentucky Children's Hospital, which now provides care for kids from all 120 counties. Ralph, thank you so much, first of all, for being with us today, and thanks for all that you do.
Well, it's just not me. It's a lot of people that work together as a team. And I'm just a member of the team. So as we work together as a team, we get a lot more accomplished.
This is true. This is true.
No question. However, the hospital decided, Ralph, that they needed to shine the spotlight. And so they reached out to a new organization here in town, 7 Brew Coffee. And they have a national competition. 12 individuals around the country, and the hospital nominated Ralph. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
How does that make you feel?
Well, I mean, it's humbling. And especially, and I've really read closely the other 11 nominees, and all of them are really stewards in their community. They work hard just like I work hard for the Children's Hospital. So all 12 of these people really deserve to be recognized.
Winners across the board.
Yeah.
So tell us more about your inspiration of being involved with the Kentucky Children's Hospital.
Well, I think you all know, my youngest daughter, Katie, was born prematurely. She came about 3 months early. And so she was at Central Baptist Hospital, and the doctors came in, and she developed necrotizing enterocolitis, which is a disease of the colon.
Okay.
And what happens is it basically shuts the colon down. So Katie was in the hospital 54 days, and about 20 days in, the doctors came in and said, "We're really dumbfounded with this. We don't think this is going to turn out very well." And so that's when I called a good friend of mine, Tom Polly, who was head of neonatology at UK Children's, and I said, Tom and I got together, we did triathlons and marathons and became really, really good friends, his family and my family, and I called him and I said, "Katie's in trouble." He said, "Let me drop everything, and I'm coming straight over to the hospital." And luckily, the 2 neonatologists, Nick and Lynn, had worked under Tom in their internship at UK. So, make a long story short, Tom came up with an antibiotic that was special and what he called flushing the colon. And over 2 weeks, Katie was given this antibiotic, and her colon was flushed every day with fresh water. So Tom told us, your colon is made up of window panes. So if you looked at an x-ray, it looks like window panes all the way through your colon. So Katie's was going dark. So about 2 weeks after this happened, Tom came running down the hall screaming and said, "Look at this x-ray. The colons are starting to repair themselves."
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
So 30 days later, we took her home.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and the inspiration then to say, look, we need this type of care, children's care for all here. Now, and you didn't stop there, Ralph. I mean, how in the world did you expand the mission to all 120 counties in Kentucky? That's incredible.
It really is.
Well, let me, the credit goes to a lady by the name of Joy Hembry. Joy was the person in the lead who got me involved with the Children's Hospital on the Development Council, and she really pressed the UK officials that we needed a Kentucky Children's Hospital. Just so happened, the Jim, and I can't remember, but who was head of the hospital at that time was my next door neighbor, and so through her and our committee, and Jim Hosinger. So Jim and I talked every day, and finally we got Jim to meet with us, and Jim said, "I'll make you a deal." He says, "You all raise $5 million, and we'll put $5 million in, and we'll build a children's hospital." So Kathy Ploman and I were the first co-chairs that raised the $5 million to match the $5 million from UK.
That's outstanding.
That is.
Only thing standing in your way was $5 million.
Well, the 4th floor of the old hospital was vacant. So Dr. Hosinger said, "You all can take this floor and we'll renovate it and make it the Children's Hospital." And it's still the Children's Hospital.
That's outstanding.
That really is.
My goodness.
Wow.
Well,
So how do people get involved? How can we help?
Well, there's two ways. One is through the Children's Hospital fundraising. You can go online and see that there's a fundraising portal for the Kentucky Children's Hospital. Another way is I'm involved with the Coaches for the Kids with Coach Stoops. And so since he's been there, and in the last 10 years, we've raised a little over $5 million for the Children's Hospital.
Outstanding.
So you can come to the Coaches for the Kids event and have a great steak and have a great evening with the coaches. But there's all kinds of ways, but really going through the Children's Hospital portal and is a way to
Looking
give.
at it.
This is tremendous. Ralph, how can folks participate in this contest? Because the more we have folks vote for you, the more we bring awareness to all the things that are so important to you.
Good question. One is you can vote every day.
Okay.
And so all you have to do is go to the 7 Brew, and that's number 7 Brew, heroes.com, and it'll take you to the website. There's 12 people. I'm at the bottom because I was the hero in December. And you just have to go to the bottom, click on my name. You have to put in your name and your phone number and you vote. But you can vote every day.
We'll find it. We'll find it for sure. Ralph, thank you so much for what you've done.
Thank you all very
for the
much.
whole
And
community.
thanks for the recognition of the Children's Hospital, because if you look how our hospital has grown, we have now 120 employees.
That's fantastic.
And we have recruited some of the best doctors from around the country.
Wow.
And of course, we've got a lot of sick children in Kentucky.
Yes, we
You
do.
and your team and your allies have changed lives.
Really
No
have.
question.
But our mantra is, we save children's lives. That's what we do.
That's what it's
That's
all
it.
about.
That is.
That's what it's
Ralph,
about.
thank you so
Appreciate
much.
Thank
you,
you,
Ralph.
Appreciate it.